Okay, so I learned this lesson about content and business and personal branding and whatever you are trying to do, right? My thing will be mostly these three. First would be personal branding, business, and content. Like these three are on the same level for me. So this is what I think. If you make videos, right, then you might try to make viral videos, but they might work, they might not work, right? The question is, what do you do? Some people say, just focus on the niche. Okay, if I just focus on the niche, then I don't get views. Then I don't get views, right? That's one thing. But other people will say, just go broad, go broad, go broad. But what do I do? What do I do? Right? The question is there. The question is there, and a few weeks ago, I had come up with this concept, but I think today it will be completely full because I learned this new concept few days ago, and it matches with the concept I came up like a few weeks ago. So this is the thing. There's this broad audience, right? Like people say two things: go niche, only go niche, right? Don't try to go viral. That's one way. And other way it's people say sorry, and the other way it's just go viral, right? People say just go viral, just make broad videos. That's another way. So there are like two conflicting sides, and I think I found the middle. So let me tell you what I found few weeks ago by myself when I was researching or when I was just coming with the concept. So this is what I came up with. You want to go viral, but you go viral in your specific own niche, in your specific own lane. Like don't try to go and become Mr. Beast. Don't try to go and become like other people. Don't try to do everything else. For example, let's say I am in something like for example, just an example. I'm not in like this niche. Let's say I am in the. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm in the construction niche, right? I'm not in the construction. Okay, so let's say I'm in the construction niche. Just for an example, let's say I'm in the construction niche. Then this is what I will do. I'll go and look at the viral videos in other niches, but I will not be making those videos, exact those videos. I will be making those videos in my niche, which means I'll be making. Okay, so here's the thing. Here this thing A and this thing B. So this thing A, it's the other niche or other niches, other viral videos, right? Other viral videos, and this is construction B. This is my viral niche, right? The construction niche. Now, if I am in this B zone, the construction niche, then what I will do is I will not be making these videos, but I will be looking at the top videos in this A other viral niches, and I will try to make those into my niche, which will be construction niche. Just for an example, right? In B, in group B, in type B, in construction niche. And what happens here is you are not going broad, right? At the same time you are going broad. Right? What I mean is this conflicts, but this works perfectly. You are not going broad for the sake of going broad, but you are going broad in your own niche. And that's what I discovered a few weeks ago by myself alone. You don't go broad, but you you don't go broad, but you go broad in your own niche. You go broad in your own niche, only in your niche, which would be construction in this case, right? In this example. Now, that's what I learned. But a few days ago, I was watching Ava for and I was watching this girl. I think she's from US. I don't know, somewhere south. Uh, she was making content about growing on Instagram, and growing on Instagram. But she had a when I was watching all her videos about growing on Instagram, and then I was like, okay, how is she getting this many clients? Because she makes topics like that go viral, right? And then I was like, oh, okay, she makes topics, and okay, then she is putting the CTA about her specific own niche only. She's going viral in her own niche, which should be growing on Instagram. That's her niche. And then she's putting CTA at the end if they want to grow on Instagram. And if people want to grow on Instagram, then they contact her. And this is what I learned from her. And she also made videos, like I think two or three videos on her own Instagram account. And she was saying she also learned this thing from somewhere, someone else, and I'm learning from her, and I'm mixing my concept. So this is what she said. You make your hooks, your content types, your contents broad, right? You make them broad, which means you make them broad here at the top, but you make them broad in your own vertical. You make those broad your own vertical. And earlier I gave an example of construction, right? So what I would do is, if in that example, what I would do is I would go into constructions viral videos, then look at the broad category in the construction niche, only the broad, right? To get more views, more whatever is your goal, more customers. So that goes into the broad category of the construction. Now the hooks, the script, everything will be broad in the video that I will be making, right? In the videos that I will be making, everything will be broad in that niche, like in the construction niche. And that video has a higher probability to go viral. And once it goes viral, or once people start to find out, but you have a script, you have hooks, you have titles, you have whatever you have, the whole content is broad, right? But inside that broad video, there should be one thing that should be specific. That's the CTA that you are trying to sell, which means your business CTA. Let's say in the construction, you offer something like, you offer some tools, right? People who a tool. Let's say you sell I don't know what's the tool that you sell. Let's say a tool X, right? You sell a tool X in the construction niche. Now that you will make the broad video with broad hooks, broad script, broad content, but the niche specific CTA would be a CTA that will link from that video. The CTA will be inside the video, like, right? And that will link to your tool, to your specific tool. And this is the concept that perfectly matches with the niche broad viral video and the CTA call to action for your own thing that you are selling. Because you are not going into the other's lane, you are inside your own lane, right? In your construction lane, in your own lane. Then you have a specific CTA that is related to this construction niche. You have a tool to sell in this construction niche, and that's your CTA, niche CTA. So to summarize all of this is what it would look like. One, okay, A, others niches. B, your own niche. And you make videos B, and you make videos at the top of the funnel, the broad viral videos in your B, right? In your own niche B. Then you put a specific niche specific CTA. Everything will be same for everything will be for the virality in the whole video, the content, the hooks, the script, the titles. But the CTA will be the niche inside in that video, in those viral videos. That's the thing. I think it's super important if anyone is building personal brand, or building a business through content, or just making content, or whatever they are doing. right? Because it needs to align, the content needs to align with the business you are selling. Because if you are making videos about construction, then you cannot go and sell vegetables, right? Right, then you then you can't go and sell business advice, right? It just doesn't add up. You just go viral in your own niche. Then once you go viral in your own niche and you sell something inside that own niche, because that aligns with your brand, that aligns with your thing that you are doing currently, right? You cannot, like, if you are in construction niche, you cannot go and sell tech products. You cannot go and sell computers. Like, you cannot go and sell AI. You can't do that. The only thing you can do is construction is your niche. Now you might have something inside that construction is specific to sell, and you sell that specific thing. You don't sell anything else. You just sell that specific thing. And this is super important, super important for this is super important for myself, for other business owners who are just building businesses, or founders, startup founders, or already established businesses, or whatever, like whatever they are doing. Like, just if they are just making content, creating videos, reels, posts, whatever they are doing, just do this thing. Go viral in your own niche. Make viral videos, make viral posts, write whatever. But the CTA should be niche specific, right? It should drive. The CTA should be related to the niche that you are creating content, and it should be niche specific. And yeah, that's I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing. And in my case, what would it be? In my case, like, I'm like, I have 3 different YouTube channels. And I post like 10 plus videos a day, like across all social platforms, not just 3 channels. I got one Insta, like I got one account in all other platforms, but specifically on YouTube I have 1, 2, 3. 2 for only YouTube, 1 for the content, personal brand, business. Like, it's a mix of 3. The other channel I just started, right? So in my case, what would it be? Like, I have 2 separate channels for just YouTube only. But in my case, for this content business, content and business and personal branding, and branding and marketing, this thing, in my case, I would go and talk about building personal brand, creating more content, how people can grow their business with content, or this or that, right? Blah blah blah, right? I can go and talk about these things, and I would try to make the videos that would go viral in this own specific niche. Now I cannot go and talk about the things like gaming in this channel, right? It just does not add up, unless I find a gamer who built a business and who built a personal brand using gaming and using content. Like, there are people, but I can talk from that perspective. But in overall, for myself, it would be a lot easier, it would be a lot better if I just talk about the viral things, viral topics in my own niche. And that would be personal branding, content, business, marketing, I think, and branding, and those sort of things in this niche, right? In my this content business, and the personal branding, and that thing in that channel, that would be the main thing. And my niche CTA would be my specific product, which will be helping business owners, like, which will be like, I think it's done for you. I have not fully made the whole system, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what will be the main thing, what will be the service that I'll sell, and I think the service that I'll sell will be the done for you system, which means I'll do the work for them, because the work will be visible, and it gives a lot of money. It gives FU money. I know that for sure. Like, yeah, I think it will be done for you system. So here's the thing. It will be a done for you system, and whenever I'm looking at things, whenever I'm looking at trying things, this is what I always look at. This is what I always look at. How much money can I make? That's one. But the other thing, and this is the most crucial thing, is how can I not lose the branding, the name, the trust? Because once you lose your credibility, once you lose your name, you can never ever get it back. Because once you lose it, you just lost it. It's gone. It's gone forever. So do not ever lose your name. I mean, money I can get. I can get easily. Like, just give me 1 year, I can get back to a million. I can get back to 100k. Like, let's not go to million because you need to have teams and systems in the back end, right? But the thing is, you can at least make 10,000 to 50,000 to 100,000 in a year. In a year. And I'm not saying that's going to be, oh, you are going to make recurring 10,000 and you are going to hit perfect every time. I'm saying in general, in overall, like 50%, 60% of the time, you are going to hit 100k. But if you are just unlucky, then that's fine. It's going to take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? And that's fine. That's completely fine. That's why we work hard. That's why we do more volume. That's why we compress time. And that's what I was saying. First, you want to make money as much as you want. Second, you don't want to lose the name. You don't want to lose the brand. You don't want to lose the reputation. I mean, you do not want to lose the reputation. And I think Warren, Grandpa Warren, he was saying, I think he said a quote, and I remember this quote. Like, it's clear, it's right in front of my eyes. Like, I remember this quote clearly. If you lose money for the farm, that's fine. Like, that can be that mistake of losing money can be forgiven. But if you lose the trust, if you lose the reputation of the company, the firm, Berkshire Hathaway, you will be ruthless. And that's what I learned. You can make as much money as you want, but what you can never get is, you can never get another name. You can never get, unless you are reborn, and that's not going to happen. You can never get another name. And that's why don't lose reputation. You can lose money, but you can never lose reputation. And that's what I learned, and that's what I always look. And I think I was going for mine is, I just went into another way. But the thing is, that's what I look. How can I make more money? How can I not lose my reputation, my brand, my name? That's what I always do. And yeah, and going back to building the thing for my channel, that's what I was saying. I didn't know which system will be best fit that matches these two, gets as much money as possible, right, and never loses the reputation. I look for these two things. And if anyone is building personal brand, content, business, just be clear that you do not want to lose you do not want to lose name, reputation, and you do not want to make less money. You just want to maximize these two things. Other things, you might have to work 24, like not 24 hours a day. You might have to work like 12 hours a day for a year straight until you get your team behind you so that they can do the work for you. You might have to work like 24 hours a day for a year. That's fine. That's completely fine. And I agree with it completely. You might have to grind a little bit harder in the beginning, initially, but that's fine, right? Yeah, and these two are the things that you never compromise. First is reputation, never lose reputation. Second is make as much money as you want by having more reputation. Now you might have to work hard. Now you might have to hire people who are of high caliber, who has high quality, who can deliver high quality, who can get the results, and never lose the reputation. And that's what I wanted to say. I think I went from making viral videos in your own niche, right? In your own niche, then having a specific CTA in that video, that topic, that videos, that content page, specific niche, specific CTA, then getting as much money as you want, then never losing the reputation. Once you lose it, it's gone, it's gone forever. And that's all I wanted to record. I think I'll make a YouTube video. Yeah, I'll make a video about it. I'll make a video. I'll record this video on Wednesday. Not on Wednesday, this Thursday. Tomorrow it's Wednesday. On Thursday I'll record this exact video.